What's up guys, new video here, and we're on the way to a very known shop in Florida. It's actually a new sponsor of mine, as you guys will see in 1 minute. Going to pick up some goodies from over there, and I'm very excited to get this car to the next level. So you know, as you guys have seen, I've had some pretty tough luck and some really annoying things happen in the past the past year or so with engines and stuff. And it wasn't because of what I'm going to upgrade to. Now we're just going to the next level so we can have even more reliability with the motor and not have any more issues. So I've been running Pump 85 in my car for about 2 years now, and Pump 85 is fine. But when you get to a certain point, you definitely want to upgrade to straight ethanol. And right now, fuel is very expensive, but I have a new fuel sponsor that's going to help me out and get this car to the next level and be much more reliable. With that being said, we're going to a new shop right now. Well, not a new shop, a new sponsor of mine that I've been going to for a long time to get some straight ethanol, much better fuel, and have the car much more reliable. And later on this video, we're going to install something else that's going to make the car much more reliable. So this whole video is going to be about fueling and why it's so important on any race car, drift car. Anything that has big power and sloshes around a lot, you're going to want to have these upgrades for your race car. So I am very excited to head over to Sanford, Florida, and get this new fuel. Oh, here we are, guys. Real Street is the newest sponsor. We're here. Alright guys, as you guys saw, we're at Real Street Performance. They're a new sponsor this year, and I'm also getting sponsored by One Ethanol. It's very good fuel, straight E90 basically, right?
Yeah, essentially. It's race ethanol, barrel blended, made in the United States. We run it in our own race program. We've tested it up to about the 2,000 horsepower mark and everywhere between 100 horsepower in there. And we've had really awesome success with it. And honestly, I think the biggest point for you will be the consistency.
Yes, for sure.
As you chase to get better every single round, you just try to improve on anything that you can. And I think that this is going to eliminate a ton of variables for you.
Yeah, for sure. So I've been running Pump 85, and it will work for like a street car or whatever you want to do. It's not too serious and high of horsepower. Once you get to the point where it's very competitive, you got to get to the real stuff. So we finally got the One Ethanol stuff over at Real Street. You guys can come over here and order this fuel. They'll put it in your truck, anything, a trailer, any way you can get it out of here. You can buy it here locally in Orlando, Florida, or Sanford, Florida, wherever we're at, Central Florida basically, and throw it in your truck and go put it in your car, get tuned, and have great horsepower and much higher horsepower gain with actual ethanol. So what we're shooting today, this is Hans over at Real Street. Great guy, helped me out a lot. We're gonna go inside, do a quick tour, and get home, get this in the car, and do some more upgrades when we get that. When we get there. Alright, so we're in the warehouse right now. They have tons and tons of product, from Run BC to Radium to turbos, Precision, Garrett, everything you can possibly imagine. I'll let Hans take over now and explain everything.
Yeah, so this is the Real Street Performance Warehouse. It's where we keep about $3 million worth of product on the shelf at any given time. So for any of you guys who have been struggling with back orders on parts, we try to get ahead of it as best as we can.
Yes, for sure.
Everyone fights the same problems, but we have a lot here on the shelf, so if you guys need anything at all, you can always give us a call, come by the shop if you're local. We do local pickup stuff all the time, or just hop on the website. We got plenty of ways. So here's our ARP, our tile, or turbo smart, or radium. Basically any go fast part you need to build an engine or a car is something that we can help you out with and get for you.
Right. Now everything is always in stock in Central Florida, or if not in Florida, they'll ship it out to you. I needed parts the other day, like my rods, and they had them in stock. They're tough, very, very tough to get right now, and they had them, save the day, as well as any other part, basically. Radium, ARP is definitely hard to get right now, and they have a ton, as you guys can see, for 2JZ, for what other engines you guys really do here.
All sport compact, but anything sport compact, we try to be, you know, boots on the ground with and keep parts in stock.
Right.
Your Hondas, your Toyotas, your Nissans, any of that. When it gets into domestic stuff, that's usually something we special order. But you know, we're always trying to get better, always trying to expand. So if you guys need anything at all, you know, we're always just a phone call or an email away, and we'll always try our best to get it for you.
I'll put Han's email in the description below, so you guys can hit him up for parts and stuff like that. We're gonna get a code going too, I think, right?
Yeah, we're working on an affiliate code for you, so your viewers can, you know, just hop on the site, make it super easy for everyone.
Perfect.
You know, get you something, get them something. You know, we'll work on it.
Sounds good. All right, let's walk around real quick. Take a look through the aisles of Precision Turbos, Garrett Turbos, Run BC, D-Works. They got freaking AN line Vibrant stuff, CP Carrillo pistons, which I run in my car as well. Just all the good stuff everywhere. This is like,
we got Matt's future nitrous kit down here.
Oh yeah, maybe a good nitrous one day. But hey, the engine can take it now. The engine's built for like whatever, basically. So
I mean, dude, with the rods and pistons we put in it,
yeah,
you could honestly make 1,000.
For sure. If I want main cast, maybe a little bit limiting factor.
We gotta get you a set.
Yeah, we'll do that one day. Next engine do main cast for sure. But yeah, they got everything here. It's a car guy's dream, basically. If you had an unlimited budget, you came in here, you'd be in trouble.
We actually have made like videos like that where we have the guys in shipping run down with shopping carts.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we used to do a lot of funny skits for like Black Friday.
I think I remember seeing that. Yeah, but like they do awesome social media stuff too. Jay's the owner.
Yeah, the tech tips. So
yeah,
if you go to our YouTube channel, Real Street RSP, I think, or something like that. We'll link it below.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll get it.
Yeah.
But we do tech tips on products all the time. We do in-house reviews, in-house dyno testing. Basically, anything that is a product that we're going to recommend to you, we try to have first-person feedback on it. You know, we're not in the business of just reading descriptions and regurgitating information. We try to curate all of that information in-house for you.
Yeah, it's always the worst to buy something and hope it works.
Yeah.
You want to know it works, especially for anything.
Like, you buy something and you're like, hey, does this fit? Are you sure? And the guy goes, oh yeah, totally. And you get it.
And it doesn't fit. And then the turbo's laggy. And then the suspension sucks. And you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we're all car guys here. We've all made mistakes that you're probably inclined to make.
Yes.
We're all human. And we try to just, you know, help not make those mistakes.
Yep, for sure. So freaking stoked to be working at Fuel Street. I'm so excited to develop that relationship with them and just grow with them and get the sport bigger, get drifting in with Fuel Street, and just grow the sport and grow the brand of Fuel Street with them, and just make everything better for myself and the engine program and all that stuff, and also bring you guys to get some awesome parts from Fuel Street for great pricing, and also you guys can order parts through them and not wait freaking weeks and weeks and weeks for your parts to finish your builds and all that kind of good stuff. Once again, thanks to Real Street and Hans for helping me out and growing the program to the next level. Now let's get home, get the old fuel out of the car, get this fuel in the car, and install one more big goodie and introduce you guys to a new sponsor for the program. All right, so we are back home from Real Street. Got the One Ethanol fuel right here. 54 gallon drum, I think. It's a lot of fuel. Very stoked to have actual good, consistent fuel. You know, drag cars, drift cars, all those kind of race car stuff. You definitely want to put the best ethanol possible in the car you can. Pump E85 has a lot of additives and stuff they put in there to like make it work. And sometimes they can really take the ethanol content down and make the fuel very, very bad. When you have this stuff, it's very, very consistent, always the same stuff, and that's how you don't hurt engines and don't have bad fuel and don't have issues. Now, I could have for sure continued on with pump E85, but with my luck, I'm doing everything possible to make sure this thing is reliable with a lot of power. For example, the -4AN that's on the car now for the vacuum line, the sensors we have, the fail-safes, good fuel, and now to add to the equation, we are adding something very, very important. Now, this is the Radium Engineering surge tank. So I hit them up and they were nice enough to help me out on this, and we do have our own surge tank to install in the car. There's a bracket here to mount it in the car. Got some awesome Radium merch, nice snapback, shirt, stickers, license plate frame. Huge shout out to Radium for hooking me up on this. I'm very stoked to be running their products in the car from now on, and they're gonna have consistent fueling and the best of the best on this car, so we have no more issues and we're safe to go shred without any worries. Now in this video, we're probably gonna not install it. We're probably gonna just finish off swapping out the Pump E85 with the One Ethanol fuel to go to the dyno tomorrow. So that's just one thing I want to show you guys that we're going to install next video, but it will be in the car before we drift this thing. We're doing a D-Schwartz 400 fuel pump, just like we have in the current tank right now, into this one as well. Therefore, the tune does not have to be changed. So if you guys don't know what a surge tank is, a surge tank is basically a container, a certain size container with fittings in fuel, feeding this tank with a secondary pump in the tank right here from the stock tank or fuel cell that you have. And the fuel cell pump acts as a lift pump to this tank to where you constantly have fuel. The main purpose of this is when you have fuel slosh in a race car, drift car, any kind of car that has a lot of fuel slosh when you're drifting or cornering hard or stuff like that, you can get air pockets in the motor, and that can definitely lean the car out and hurt the car. And this will make you avoid that, so you have constant fuel always in this container right here, pumping fuel to the engine at all times. No more sloshing around and creating air pockets and the engine not getting fuel, etc. Stuff like that. But like I said, in the next video we will get this installed. Just wanted to show you guys. I'm very excited. I want to focus on that and do an install video for Radium. But like I said, we want to get the Pump E85 out of the car, completely siphoned out, and transferred over to the One Ethanol E85 fuel, 117 octane, all the good stuff. It's going to smell really good. It's going to run better, run cooler, run more consistent. So let's get to it, because we have to get this done tonight, because tomorrow we're going to the dyno to get this thing retuned on this fuel, probably make a little bit more power, and we'll be good at that. We do have the same freaking wastegate spring that is limiting us to power, because I've been too cheap to buy a new wastegate, because I've been rebuilding engines a lot and they're very expensive. But I should get a new wastegate so we can push more boost and more power, but there's no time for that right now. Damn, it's really hot in Florida. It has like 107 heat index and it's terrible. My camera's even freaking out. But alright, I'm talking a lot. There's lots going on. Let's get the fuel transferred out to the One Ethanol and keep going. Alright, the Pump E85 is pouring, being pumped into the bucket. You just gotta trigger the output for the fuel pump on the ECU Master software. And then once it is all drained out and all gone, we are switching to actual good race ethanol, the One Ethanol R. Alright, all I could find locally was an electric pump from Harbor Freight. It's working pretty good so far, but it doesn't go that deep. That's the problem. So we'll see how it goes. But we are transferring the One Ethanol fuel into the jug for the first time to go into the S13. There's no more Pump E85 in there. We are switching to the good stuff. Alright, so the day is over. Tomorrow we're going to get tuned. I want you to touch up on the tune because like it's not much different, just better fuel. So it's also good to have some heat in the engine as well, getting it broken in and doing some more pulls, can make sure it's good for clutch kickers and stuff like that. Then after we tune my car, we're going to tune Hunter's car. Hunter's one of my best friends. We often build the S14. You guys saw that a few months ago in that one S14 video, but the car is officially completely done and it looks freaking crazy and it sounds great and it's ready to be tuned. So Steve's gonna tune that tomorrow after my car. My car should be quick and easy and then be good to go, and then come home and install that surge tank in the next video. But I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, what's up? Just got to the dyno, I get it all strapped down, do a few pulls with Steve from Divulge Motorsports, my tuner, and we should be good to go for the new One Ethanol fuel tune. Probably make a little bit more power. Not much. We're still limited to the wastegate. It's not a wastegate. They don't make springs for it anymore. I've been spending too much money on the engine to get a new wastegate, but that'll be next for more power and a turbo. But for now, just a little bit of a retune touch up for the new motor and the new fuel. Alright, we're on the dyno, all set, ready to go. Just waiting for Steve to call me so we can remote tune the car. And be good to go. Should only take like not even an hour, do a few pulls to adjust some things for the new fuel, and be good to go. Well, it is like 110 degrees in this dining room. We have a bunch of fans in the car to keep us cooled down, and the car is cooled down, but sadly, in that last pull, the car cut out, as you guys saw. And that means the fail-safe kicked in for the fuel pressure. We're pretty sure the fuel pump is bad. So that's gonna be caught that on the dyno. We're gonna go home and come back in a few days with a new pump and a surge tank. So I'm gonna do that this weekend anyway. Come back with dual pump setup, retune the car, and be good to go. So I'm glad we found that. Now we have Hunter's car on the dyno. He's excited. He's dying like me.
I got E85 in my eye.
Yeah, we switched the car 85, he got fuel over himself, you know, but the car looks awesome. Here's the finished product of it before. I mean, you guys saw it before, but now this thing is freaking sweet. Come on, camera, focus. It is G3770, 1JZV VTI, Kansai Astros like me, but in the gunmetal. Has a Super Doof kit. The kit's off right now because of the dyno's pretty low. But this thing looks great. This thing was a bare shell before he got it, and now it has a Bell Race Sports cage in it, all painted in steel for both seats, RM54, ECU Master 80U7, ECU Master EMU Black. So it should make a lot of power. It's stock motor, those will probably keep it down to like 500s, but Steve's gonna log in a second, and it's good to go. Also has True Focus intercooler, True Focus oil cooler and power steering cooler, True Focus overflow for coolant, True Focus catch can, all the good stuff. All my sponsors got in on this as well and helped them out, and it all looks really good. So let's get to it. I'll film a few clips of this, and then after that, call it a day on the video, and come back next video, install the surge tank, and come back and tune the car. Well, today's not a good day for me and Hunter on the dyno. Both had issues on the dyno. He's having spark blowout, and this turbo is very big for this stock engine. It's G3770 on a 1JV VTI, and the boost cut is hitting so quick. It's either boost cut or the coil packs are toast, and the waste heat spring's a high spring in it. So we're gonna come back another day, different spring in there, change the coil packs, and see where it goes from there, and then continue on. But yeah, today's kind of a bust, sadly. I don't want to work on the car in here because it's too damn hot, because Florida is terrible today. So time to go home and end this video, even though it was a dud. Alright, back home, cars, back home safe. Had some dumb issues on the dyno today. I think the fuel pump is definitely has an issue, I'm pretty sure. So we'll be at full throttle doing a pull, and the fail-safe will kick in because we're losing fuel pressure and it's leaning out. So with the back line being torn off, and I guess a bad fuel pump now, that's definitely the culprit of the last motor, and maybe even before. But I wasn't doing it before because we didn't have a sensor in there to shut the car down when the fuel pressure dropped. So all that accumulation of things definitely led to failure. And now it's time to replace that, but that'll be in the next video. I probably won't film it, I'll just mention that I replaced it because of time and stuff. Today is Thursday, the last weekend before clutch kickers round 2. So I'm gonna get the fuel pump changed tomorrow. I'm gonna pick up 2 from Drift HQ, put one in the normal tank, and then start installing the radium surge tank in the next video. So in the next video, we'll be installing the radium surge tank. But this video has been awesome, good and bad stuff. 2 new sponsors, Real Street right here. I'm so glad to have them on board and a part of my program, and getting drifting bigger in the scene, and having like big time 2JZ guys and big time car guys come on my program. Very grateful for them, and for Hans helping me out with all this stuff, and as well as One Ethanol fuel. The car ran way smoother on the dyno compared to the other fuel, and this stuff smells awesome. It smells like race fuel, nothing better. And the fuel and the octane is always consistent to where we don't have any issues with fuel. So once again, thanks to Real Street and One Ethanol. But that will be it for this video. I'll see you guys very soon, and again, this thing ready for round 2 of clutch kickers. Thanks again.